All right, class, how you guys doing? Sorry, I had some technical difficulties on the program, and I did the answers, and the other part wasn't able to explain it, blah, blah, blah. So, sorry about that. So, let's see how we're going to do this. All right, we're just going to go ahead and I'll play a song later on. Let's see what you guys think. It's a rap song, all right? So, I did this one already. So, as I mentioned, I already did the answer. So let's just go over it, okay? So to understand, so the domain, remember, is your x, okay? So on this continuous line, if I drop the line, right, and it would be a straight horizontal line, it's sort of like what we were doing, right? But we're going to curve it. So basically, in this problem, your x is the maximum x is 3, because this is your 3, and then you have a continuous line, so all the x's are going to get smaller. 2 comma this, 1 comma this, 0 comma this. We're only looking at the x, negative 1 comma this, and it's going to go all the way to negative 3. That's going to be your minimum. So what you want is you want all the numbers that are smaller than and equal to 3, but they're also greater than and equal to negative 3. So in order to put it in a joint I think it's called compound inequality, you put it like that, okay? So you flip the inequality, all right? That's kind of how to do it. So then your y, what about your y? Well, this is your y, so you only focus on the second number. So here we have 10, right? 3 comma 10, negative 3 comma 10. So on your y's, okay, the highest is 10, but the lowest y is what? 2. So you want all the numbers in between here, okay, that are less than 10 and equal to, because it's a continuous line, but also you also want it greater than. So y is greater than and equal to 2, but you want to flip the inequality, so you could write it in this form. All right, so that's number 14. Number 16, all right, I did the answer, but how do you do this? All right, so how do you do it? So I know I played the song earlier, so let's try. Let's see if it works. Let's see. Oh, oh yeah, let me put the music on. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Like that, huh? All right, so let's go ahead and continue this. Sorry about that delay. All right, so the next one is you want all the x's that are the highest, the maximum x is 10, okay? And the minimum is negative 10. So you want all the x's that are in between these two, but the line is all like, it's like a little roller coaster, right? But it's a continuous line. So you want all the numbers that are less than 10, but also greater than 10, okay? So greater than negative 10, sorry, but not equal to, because it's a open circle. So therefore, I'm going to flip the inequality, okay, put it like this, and then x is less than 10, so there's your answer. And then what about the range? The range is your y, okay, so the highest y you're going to use is 1, and the lowest is negative 1, right? Because over here, you're going to use what, like 7 comma 1, negative 7 comma, see, so the highest y is 1, and the lowest is negative 1. So you want all the numbers, because it's a continuous line, that are less than or equal to 1 and equal to 1, or greater than and equal to 1, but you got to flip the inequality and then put it in that form. All right? So you guys understand it a little bit? I hope you guys understand it. Hopefully I'm explaining it. Okay? Yeah. So let's do the next one. All right. It's all about you. All right. So now here we go. With this line, let's look at the x's. Okay. So the domain, here are your x's. The highest one is this one. That's your maximum. So we're going to say it's 6. And the lowest, the minimum, is 0, because it's 0 comma like 16. So your x, like 0 comma 16, we're looking at the x only. So 0. So I want all the x's that are smaller than, less than, or equal to 6, but that are also bigger than, greater than, and equal to 0. So flip the inequality, and it looks like that. All right. Now, what about the range, the R? So, I mean the R, the range, the Y. So here you got the Y, it's going up and down. So the highest is not the dot, actually not the point, but because the line goes, it starts going up. Here's your maximum. So the maximum is 18, and your minimum, the lowest, is about -7. Right? So you want all the y's in between. Okay? So it's like if you're doing it like this. All right? So it's less than and equal to 18, but it's also greater than, here's your greater than or equal to -7. Alright, so flip the inequality again, blah, 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 and you do the same thing. How's that? Pretty good? Oh. Alright, here we go. Here are your answers right here. There you go. Check your answer. Check your answers. Check your answers. Check your answers. Check your answers, alright? Alright, check your answers. Alright, got it? Alright, here we go. Now what are we going to do? Go ahead and go to this one. Alright. Now here, your domain and your range are a little tricky, alright? Because your domain, remember, it has 2 arrows on both ends. The graph has 2 arrows, so that means it's continuous and it goes all the way up to infinity, right? So that means that your domain, your x, you're going to use all of them. So it's all real numbers from negative infinity, right? Negative infinity to positive infinity, okay? And it's usually like this. But I'm not going to teach that, so don't worry about that. So it's all real numbers, okay? Now, what about your range? Well, your range, you're not going to use all of them, right? You're going to use all of them on this way because, you know, let's see if I pick this dot, it's 10 comma, let's say 5, 20 comma 10. So all your y's are going to be bigger, and the smallest, I'm sorry, all your y's are going to be like all these two. So let me see, hold on. So your y, your range, the minimum is -5. So you're not going to use -6, -7, -8, -9. You're not going to use these numbers. But you are going to use all the y's that are bigger than and equal to -5. That's what I meant to say. All right? Okay, that's kind of it. So you guys got that. Hopefully you guys understand it. And let's see. All right, so that's it. All right, check it out, check it out. Now, check out the answers for the other one. So remember, usually when you have 2 arrows, one of them is going to be all real numbers, but you got to determine which one it is. All right, so there you go. Here your domain is, what's your x? So here's your x, right? Your x, and so your x is -2. It's not -3, so, and then it's always, they're all to the right of it. So all the x's that are greater than and equal to -2. And then your y's, well, you're going to use all the y's, because if you go over here, it's going to be 10 comma, 5, 11 comma 7, and then negative, and then so you're going to use all real numbers. All right, so just look at the answers. Hopefully you understand it. All right, there's another one right there. Look at that. Bam. Okay. Check it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the other answers. All right. So, and that's it. That's it for you guys. Hopefully you guys understand. As I mentioned like 30 times, and that's it. All right. Take it easy. We'll talk to you guys soon. All right, here we go. We found math. Later, guys. Take it easy.